So I think mental health in our industry is one of the hard topics. We understand that there's issues. We understand that we're trying to deal with it, but I don't know if we've got the right tools, and I don't know if we actually understand it in depth. I think we understand that there's an issue, but it's just we don't understand what those issues are. So the attitude, I think, right now is just an understanding of it. Certainly from my aspect, I've dealt with a number of people that I'd say have an element of mental health issues. Even myself, I think I struggle time to time with depression, and it's certainly one of those things that's hard to actually understand when someone's going through that space. I think there is a she'll be right attitude in New Zealand. I certainly in the last 5 years have started to see it come out a lot more in the industry, but certainly we've got a long way to go to actually have that understanding and be able to be comfortable with each other and talk about what the issue is and how to deal with it. We're very focused on our health and safety, and we're very focused on how to, the helmet, the hard hat, the safety glasses and all the PPE, but we probably don't necessarily have a good understanding of how to deal with people when they've got a mental illness and what's the right way to approach it. So I think, you've got so many drivers, you've got deadlines, critical path, high expectations. It's a very high performance industry, and to a certain extent, until the end result comes out, you don't really have much satisfaction. And then there's the compiling stuff of dealing with issues at home. Whether female or male, you're always going to have those issues. You're always going to come to work with things on your mind, and it's trying to either voice them at work and talk to people, or finding a way to get that out. So I think people are trying to, and I think there is certainly from the company I work in, we're very focused to try to get help. Just don't know if we can actually, right now we're providing the right help and we understand it fully. I think the biggest one for us has always been that relationship with our staff. We can't be there every day for them, but we like to try to get around and actually see how they're going. And that's the same with our management staff, whether it's myself and the other managers catching up for a beer or just a chat. Fridays we catch up in the morning, and that sometimes is just purely to actually understand where people are at and how they're going and whether they need our assistance. I encourage staff to talk to other staff. We try to keep a chat page. We're specialists in our fields, and ultimately what we perceive as the right thing to do might not necessarily be the right thing to do. So probably the biggest sign for me is a change in how their behaviour is, and that could be a change. They go quieter, they could get angry at work, it may be that they shut down on you. That's probably the biggest one I've seen in this industry, is people shut down and you feel like you can't approach them. Yes, we do know the signs of it, we do know to look for it, but once again it comes back to, at that point, what do we do? You want to help, you want to do the right thing, but is it the right thing? I think that's a hard one to answer. I'd say right now, no. I'm not saying that they don't know that there's a difference in the person. It's very much like a family member at home. You know when something's wrong, but not necessarily know how to deal with it, and not necessarily know how to approach a person to ask them if they're right. Look out and understand when your staff have got problems, but ultimately put your hand up when you don't understand how to deal with it. It's one of those things that you should feel comfortable saying, I don't know and I need help.